It's time now for PHL 5 o'clock news this Wednesday evening, January 28th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Your 5 o'clock news at 9 here. And on top right 5 o'clock, here is the latest on the blizzard of 2015 as the aftermath of the blizzard of 2015 as the cleanup continues in Massachusetts coastal towns and inland communities around the Commonwealth and around the region are continuing to clean up after a blizzard salt. The region went up to 2 to 3 feet of snow, and the most damage was found at Marshfield and situated along the South Shore and also in Nantucket. Providence, Rhode Island public schools reopen on Thursday, and some schools may have school tomorrow, or some may not have school for the third day in a row. So check with your local school for more information here. In other news, Junko Ishido, mother of Kenji Goto, was a Japanese journalist being held captive by Islamic State militants. Listens to questions from reporters at her house in Tokyo on Wednesday as Jordan prisoners swept on hold. Fated Japanese ISIS hostage unclear. Jerusalem two Israeli soldiers were killed and 7 wounded in a missile attack Wednesday as they drove in a disputed zone along the Lebanese border, Israel said, and the most serious flare-up in their area in years. The Federal Reserve gave no signal Wednesday that it is backing away from plans to raise interest rates this year, noting that it expects unusually low inflation to gradually pick up as the transitory effects of tumbling oil prices fade. Will Tom Brady be able to handle the pressure to win his 4th Super Bowl? Kids is an outbreak at Disneyland and an opportunity to examine vaccine exemption laws. As of January 27th, 88 people have contracted the measles as a result of the outbreak at Disneyland and Disneyland California Adventure. The statewide travel ban in Massachusetts has been lifted and MBTA service resumed Wednesday morning after more than a day of blustery storms and high winds that dropped more than 30 inches of snow in some areas. Amal Clooney, a member legal team represented Amira Coffee during a break at the European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg, Eastern France on Wednesday. In Athens, leftist Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras threw down an open challenge to international creditors on Wednesday by halting privatization of plans agreed under the country's bailout deal, prompting a third day of heavy losses. In Rock Hill, South Carolina, for a moment, Graham's heart raced 54 years here. 3 of 8 fellow black men served a month of hard labor for sitting on a whites-only lunch counter. A judge declared that they had been wrongly convicted. Mitt Romney will speak about poverty in a speech in the nation's poorest state this evening while directly taking aim at Hillary Clinton, saying that she is closely pressed as a reset president for Russia. Attorney General nominee Loretta Lynch backed up President Obama in his controversial immigration active action during a confirmation hearing on Wednesday while going to his park, saying that she believed in illegal immigrants' rights and obligation. A magnitude 5.7 earthquake struck off the coast of Northern California on Wednesday, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. In San Francisco, Facebook Incorporated revenue grew 49% in the 4th quarter as strength in mobile advertising helped the world's largest internet social network beat Wall Street's target. Stocks rollercoasted on Wednesday, ending another wild ride with a plunge deeper than to the red after the Federal Reserve's latest policy statement. By now, you have probably heard that President Obama wants to open the Atlantic coast to offshore drilling while he asked Congress to designate Alaska's National Wildlife Refuge as wilderness. Boeing Company reported a 23% increase in core 4th quarter profit on Wednesday, topping analyst estimates and sending its shares up 4.3%. Apple this weekend announced revenue of $74.6 billion and an $18 billion net profit during the most recent quarter, breaking financial records. Bill Gates feels stupid that he doesn't know any foreign languages that despite having more money than God, wishes he had the resources to learn French. Theater legend Joel Grey at 82 revealed he's gay. And he said he does like labels, as Grace said in the new issue of People magazine being published tomorrow. But if you have to put it on a label, I'm a gay man. As he's a gay man. Dean Cain said he is unapologetic for defending the legacy of American snapper Chris Kyle against disparaging comments from celebrities calling Kyle a hero. They just hold on to each other as Madonna sing out Taylor Swift with a complimented recent interview which prompted the 1989 stunts to freak out on her Tumblr on Tuesday, June 27th. Does a meet and greet with fans of the Speed the Plow play sound like community service? Lindsay Lohan thinks it qualifies, but a Santa Monica prosecutor doesn't. Fourth, anthropologists exploring the cave in Israel have uncovered a rare 55,000-year-old fossil skull that they say they have a story to a reverberating transition in human evolution in the time and place when some early humans were moving out of Africa. The discovery highlights the importance of a balanced section of poorly understood evolutionary dance in which dual forces drive species to retain a diverse set of genetic features. Views of Aedes aegypti mosquitoes infected with a Wolbachia bacterium which reduces mosquito-transmitted diseases such as dengue and chikungunya by shortening adult lifespan affect mosquito reproduction and interfere with a pathogen replication. Parkinson's disease. Patients typically treated with a placebo instead of a regular medication perform better when they were receiving a more expensive version of the drug. Researchers reported Wednesday and President study involved. PHL News Time, 505 time now for stock market and commodity report. Here, the U.S. stock market Dow Jones 17,197, Dow Jones 17,191.37, down 195.84. S&P 500 2002.16, down 27.39. Nasdaq 4637.99, down 43.50. European markets, DAX 10,710.97, up 82.39. FTSE 6825.94, up 14.33. CAC 40, 4610.94, down 13.27. Asian markets, Nikkei 17,795.73, up 27.43. Shanghai 3306.53, down 46.42. HSI 24861.81, up 54.53. Oil markets, 44.36 for the oil, down 1.87. Brent 48.57, down 1.03. And natural gas 2.851, down 84,000 a point. In the gold markets, 1284.40 on the gold, down 7.30. Silver 18.005, down 79,000 a point. And copper 2.458, down 45,000 a point. In the bonds, US 10 unit 1.719%, down 106,000 a point. German 10 unit 0.354%, down 2,000 a point. And Germany's 10 unit 0.295% unchanged. FX bonds, European US dollar 1.128, down 6,000 a point. US dollar Japanese yen 117.58, up 500 a point. And Great Britain pound, US dollar 1.5148, 2 up. Okay, take a look at the commodities here. The agriculture futures here. For the wheat, 505.25 down 13 and 3/4. Soybean 97 and a quarter, down 3.5. Corn 373 and a quarter, down 8. Sugar 15.16 unchanged. Coffee 167.70 down 50 cents. Cotton 59.44 up 66 cents. Rough rice 10.735 down 235,000 a point. And cocoa 2007.15 down 28. Livestock futures live cattle 131.025 up 25,000 a point. Lean ox 74.625 up 2575. And FT cattle 203.45 down 375. Alright, take a look at New England Alerts here in Taunton, Massachusetts on 495 northbound and exit 9. Motor vehicle accident recording inside, traffic backed up for about a mile. Here. Alright, let's take a look at sports news here at 508. Four-time champion Novak Djokovic neutralized booming service as fast as 229 kilometers an hour, which is 142 miles per hour by Milos Raonic to set up an Austrian Open semifinal against defending champion Stan Wawrinka. Former NFL greats Bob Greasy, Dan Reeves, and Kurt Warner all share similar viewpoints about the New England Patriots. Yes, they believe Belichick's a great coach. Steve Logan is up to Santa Clara to sign a 2-year contract to become the 49ers quarterback coach. His current employer, WRAL TV in North Carolina, reported today. NBA Rising Stars challenges often on Herald of Spectacle All-Star Weekend. And tonight, the Boston Celtics will be out in Minnesota, taking on Minnesota Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Game time, 8 o'clock, which is 7 p.m. out in the Twin Cities. Here, Peter Chillin News Time, 509. Time now for a travel reporter on this late Wednesday afternoon going to Wednesday evening here. It's smooth sailing here. Route 3 on the southbound side, we got an accident here. We got an accident on Route 3 on the southbound side, around Route 139 in Pembroke, and an accident on Route 3 southbound in Marshfield, so expect delays here. Route 495 on the northbound southbound side, also around Route 3 up in Lowell and Chelmsford, so expect delays. Route 3 on the northbound side, accident after you pass Route 40 in Chelmsford here. Route 3 on the Southeast Expressway and step on time and an accident before you approach the Braintree split. So you're at 128 northbound, a little slow around Route 37, but otherwise, a smooth sailing commute on highways, byways in New England as Peter Chell News Time is approaching 5:10, and it is time now for a weather reporter on this Wednesday evening here. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts, 25 degrees on temperature with a fair sky humidity of 48%. Wind speed variable about 7 gusting to 16 miles per hour barometer. 30.04 inches, super about 8 degrees of visibility, 10 miles per hour, and wind chill about 17 degrees. And before we get to the current conditions, a look at the power outage update here. And National Grid is reporting National Grid is reporting 2,427 customers in the dark here. And 2,240 are in Nantucket. 150 of them in Scituate. And we got a power outage out in Norton, less than 5 customers that have no power in Norton here. But otherwise, all of Norton is all powered up here. As we take a look at our current conditions around the region here, 24 degrees in Boston, it's 25 in Pittsburgh, 23 in Bedford and Haverhill, it's 24 in Gloucester, 25 in Beverly, it's 40 in Boston Harbor, 21 in Worcester, 22 in Sturbridge, 23 in Webster, 24 in Milford, it's 24 in Norwood, 26 in Taunton, 24 in New Bedford, it's 27 in Plymouth, 25 in Provincetown, 23 in Falmouth, 22 in Chatham, 24 in Martha's Vineyard, 25 in Block Island and in Providence, 26 in West Street, 21 in Smithfield, it's 33 in New York, 31 in Islip, 27 in Montauk, 26 in Long Island Sound, it's 27 in Bridgeport, 27 in Waven, it's 28 in Danbury, 25 in Waterbury, it's 28 out in Meriden, and in Hartford and Windsor, 26 in Springfield, 26 in Amherst, 20 out in Greenfield, Massachusetts, 23 in Athol, Massachusetts, 19 out in Pittsfield, Mass, 20 in North Adams, Massachusetts, 23 in Albany, New York, it's 19 in Bennington, 20 in Brattleboro, Vermont, it's 17 in Rutland, Vermont, 22 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 25 in Keenan, Hampshire, 22 in Jefferson, Hampshire, 23 in Nashua and Manchester, Hampshire, 26 in Pottsville, Hampshire, 21 in Concord, Hampshire, 21 in LaCourte, Hampshire, and 26 up in Port Maine. Here. Alright, take a look at our surface map around the country. Shows a cold front from central Alberta stretching in Saskatchewan, merging with a station front from eastern Saskatchewan, down for south-central Manitoba, down for western Ontario, and a cold front from Ontario stretching up into Quebec, merging with a warm front from eastern Quebec here. And we got a cold front from Montana stretching in North Dakota, merging with a station front up in the northern Minnesota, up in Lake Superior here. And another cold front from eastern Wyoming stretching down to Nebraska, slanting with a cold station front from southeastern Nebraska, down for eastern Kansas, down for Oklahoma, down for western Arkansas, northwest Louisiana here. And got a front line from western New York, stretching down, hugging the coast of Connecticut right down here. Get a front line from southwestern Iowa, stretching in eastern Missouri. Front line from southwestern Kansas, stretching into western Oklahoma and down for western Texas here. Another front line from eastern Arizona, stretching on Gulf of California. Another front line from south-central California, down the Baja California. And another front line from the northwestern tip of Oregon out to sea here. And we got high pressure in eastern Washington and southeastern Oregon, off the California coastline, southwestern Colorado, off the Baja California coastline here, and off the southeastern Texas, western Georgia, and northeastern portions of Ohio. And we got low pressure in eastern North Dakota, northeastern Nebraska, off the southwestern California coastline here. It is 27 degrees out in Detroit, 22 in Pittsburgh, it's 38 out in Washington, D.C., 35 in Cincinnati, 50 out in Nashville, Tennessee, 45 in Raleigh, North Carolina, 54 in Atlanta, 68 in Miami, 76 in Brownsville, 79 in Dallas, Texas, it's 63 out in Little Rock, Arkansas, 72 in Kansas City, 55 in Omaha, Nebraska, 33 in Chicago, 32 in Green Bay, Wisconsin, 30 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 46 in Great Falls, Montana, 50 in Seattle, 58 in San Francisco. It's 69 in Los Angeles, 73 in Phoenix, 61 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 60 in Las Vegas, 48 in Salt Lake City, and 58 in Denver, Colorado. Here. Okay, let us take a look at our latest radar situation here. And it shows all clear on the radar scope here around the region here. And we're seeing some snow showers in eastern Maine, stretching down through all of New Brunswick and stretching down for central portions of Nova Scotia here. And rain and snow showers around eastern portions of the Nova Scotia area, and some rain showers around southeastern portions of Newfoundland, some rain showers and heavy bands of rain around southeastern Newfoundland, around south central portions of Newfoundland, some sleeting around northeastern portions of Newfoundland, and some rain, sleet, snow showers around west central portions of Newfoundland here. Zooming out of region here, it's some lot of snow showers in eastern UP and Michigan and western down for western Ontario down for southeastern portions of Manitoba here, and some snow showers in the northeastern portions of Ontario here. And some rain showers in central and southwestern portions of South Dakota down for northwestern Nebraska here. Rain and snow showers around central portions of Montana, some rain showers off the southern California coastline and down for northwestern California coastline here. And some rain showers off the southwestern Oregon and northwestern California coastline here. And some rain showers off the western Washington coastline. Rain showers around central portions of Montana. And some rain and showers of bands of rain around southeastern portions of Alaska here. Alright, satellite loop here, and it shows patchy clouds coming to much of the northeast and covering much of the Canadian Maritimes, and a line of clouds from Quebec down to Ontario, a line of clouds from the Great Lakes stretch up into Minnesota down to the Plain States around northeastern Texas, and a line of clouds down for the Dakotas, down for western Nebraska here, and a patch of clouds from Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, and stretching down to Utah, down for Colorado, down for northern and western portions of Arizona, stretching down for southern and central Nevada, down for southern California, and a line of clouds from northwestern California, down for western Oregon, down for southwestern portions of British Columbia, and a line of clouds from the British Columbia here. Okay, let's just take a look at forecast discussion around the region here. And it shows winter mix precipitation expected with a pair of surface flows across the Great Lakes region. Record-breaking warmth will come to an end across the Great Plains, and conditions will become increasingly wet over the southwestern and four-quarter states. A pair of surface flows tracking out to the upper Midwest Wednesday night will trigger widespread light to moderate precipitation from a Great Lakes during around Ohio Valley and the northeast and northern Mid-Atlantic states late this weekend, and rain is expected within to some extent of precipitation. However, a spot of accumulated snow will be possible across the Great Lakes and New England here. Moderate temperatures to the south of the snow will lead to a wintry mix of precipitation for portions of Ohio Valley and central populations and northern Mid-Atlantic states, and also as one of the surface flows rapidly deepens off the northeast coast late in the forecast period. Moist Atlantic air wrapping around the storm could bring around a heavy snow inland over Maine on Friday. Record-breaking warmth will come to an end across the Great Plains as a strong surface high slides down from the Canada and expands over the much of the central United States Thursday and Friday as conditions will become increasingly wet over the southwest and the four-quarter states in the next few days, while an elongated upper trail edges inland over the southwestern quarter of the nation, and strong low-level moisture will bring to fuel some widespread moderate to heavy precipitation with the highest amounts expected along the upslope side of the Montgomery Rim and Southern Rockies, and accumulating snow will be possible in some of the higher elevations here. And forecast discussion around the region here, and it shows high pressure over the eastern Great Lakes will build over New England tonight and Thursday, and then move east Thursday evening. This will bring a very cold air for tonight, and then moderation on Thursday. As an area, bitter clipper will move east from the plains and bring a chance of snow Thursday night, Friday night, and very cold conditions linger throughout the weekend. Another storm may bring some snow to the region Sunday night and then Monday here. High pressure will build over the New England tonight. Pressure rises slow to near zero, and so the pressure gradient should be relaxing this evening and tonight. This will be allowed for clear skies, light winds all overnight, prime for radiation cooling. The fresh and deep snow cover should provide additional refrigeration from below. Because of this, we have subtracted 2 to 4 degrees from all minimum temperatures here. And take a look at us. And take a look at our weather notes here. Tonight, we are going to have a frigid night in store here. Lows ranging from 10 below 0, which is 11 below, up in Rutland, Vermont. 1 below in Albany, New York. 1 below in Concord. 2 above in Portland, Maine. 3 above in Worcester. 8 above in Boston. 2 above in Hartford. And 17 in New York City. So, low tonight, a frigid night in store here. So, moms and dads, if you have school for tomorrow, you gotta bundle up your kids in the best winter weather gear possible because it is gonna be frigid out. And same for the adults too. Bundle up when you get out. But if there's no school, keep your young ones warm in you, nice warm ass here. And Friday, we could have some several inches of snow possible Thursday night and Friday night. And my guess of Friday night for most snow will be 5 to 8 inches for southeastern New Hampshire and Maine and up in the northeastern Massachusetts here. While here in southeastern Massachusetts, we can get maybe even 1 to 3 inches of snow with some rain. So, we will track this one storm at a time here. And frigid Saturday with really wind chills. Highs Saturday could see temperatures in the teens around 20 degrees. And with wind chills, we'll be in the single digits or below 0. And we can have more snow possible late Sunday and Monday. Lots of uncertainty how close the low pressure will track to the Norwegian coastline on Sunday and Monday. This is too early to predict snow mats. But we will keep you posted. We're going to take this one storm at a time. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Friday night, most of the Coast Guard will around 1 below. Northwest wind about 3 to 7 miles per hour. For Thursday, increase the clouds with a high near 29 degrees. Calm wind. For that, snow likely May after 3 a.m. Clouds got with around 23 degrees. Calm wind becoming southwind 5 miles per hour. After midnight, chance of precipitation to 70% and new storm accumulation less than 1 inch possible. Friday, snow minimum before 11 a.m. high near 35 degrees. And light variable wind becoming northwest wind 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning. Chance of precipitation is 80%. New storm accumulation 1 to 2 inches possible. Friday night, chance of snow minimum before 5 a.m. Most of the clouds got low about 10 degrees. Northwest wind about 11 to 14 miles per hour. 25 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 50%. For Saturday, most of the Coast Guard have about 17, low about 5 degrees. For Sunday, most of the skies high near 24 degrees. Sunday night, snow likely, most of the skies got low about 12 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 6%. For Monday, snow likely with some most of the skies but a high about 28, low about 5 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 6% on Monday. 209 to 40% by Monday night. And for Tuesday, most of the skies got about 18, low about 6 degrees. And for Wednesday, puck skies got high about 29 degrees. Here's what a phrase of the day: a frigid night and a frigid morning in store. Parents, you have a good evening with a good positive. I'll be seeing you for an 11 o'clock report right after the sports ran up, right after the Boston Celtics and Minnesota Timberwolves game. Stay tuned and have a good evening.